All right, today I wanted to share with you the 10 fabrics to not buy in certain pieces based on my own experience. So I wanted to go through this list and maybe hopefully save you some returns and save you some money by learning what not to do that I have already tried. Hi there and welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for dropping in today. I'm Liz, and today what I wanted to share, basically because I was talking to some people in my life who asked me, oh, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, and I'm like, no, don't buy it in this or that. So it gave me the idea to do this video, and I wanted to share with you items to not buy in certain materials and why, and mainly because I have done it. And so I'm gonna just warn you on the pitfalls, and of course you can do what you please, but these are kind of items that didn't work out for me in certain materials, and then I just kind of wanted to delve into why. So if you're interested to hear these items and my thoughts, then just keep watching. But also, if you have an item that you are like, I never buy this in this kind of material because of this, leave that down below so that, well, one, you can help me out, and then all the other ladies as well. And, we kind of learn from each other. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first item and the item that really sparked this idea for me is I had someone in my life say, Liz, I'm looking for a 100% cotton trench coat. And I was like, don't do it. Do not do it. Now I love 100% cotton in a lot of things. I love it in my sheets. I love it in my jammies. I love it in my t-shirts. There are a lot of items that 100% cotton is good for. I would say do not do it in a trench coat. Now, why? And I have owned two, and I don't own any more. I have since sold them because they did not work out for me, and they were really great quality ones. But 100% cotton did not work in a trench coat. One, it doesn't keep the wind out, which is one reason I would wear a trench coat. Two, it doesn't keep the rain off of you. In fact, it absorbs all the water because that's what cotton does. So it is not practical in those senses. And then number three, because it is a bit of a heavier fabric in, when you're doing 100% cotton in a trench coat, it wrinkles like crazy, and it's so hard to keep unwrinkled. So it's not that I mind wrinkled items in some looks, like a light linen in the spring or summer with that relaxed crinkle can look great. But in the spring, when you have kind of a business outfit or just anything on and you have all this, tan colored trench coat, and it wrinkles, it just looks like you pulled it out of a dirty hamper. It's terrible. It does not give the same look, and therefore I do not recommend trench coats in 100% cotton. Item two are cashmere pants. I love cashmere. I've done a few videos on cashmere. I own a lot of cashmere, but I do not any longer buy cashmere bottoms because one, you don't want to wash cashmere that much. And really my pants are an item I like to wash a little bit more than my tops for many reasons. But besides the cleanliness or laundering, aspects of the bottoms in cashmere always is going to pill. It doesn't matter the quality you get. I have purchased the whole range of cashmere, and at some point it's going to peel, and some more than others. But your legs rub together, your jacket rubs on it. Like, there's too much rubbing for cashmere pants. So because of the excessive pilling, because of the rubbing, and because of the need to launder your bottoms more than your tops, I say do not get bottoms in cashmere. My item three are gonna be linen or cloth sneakers or tennis shoes, whatever you wanna call them, but I love white shoes. And I have a long time ago learned to just get them in leather because they don't look good dirty. And leather is really easy to wipe off, but a linen or cloth tennis shoe, once you get something really not good on there, it's very tough to get out, and they're tough to wash too. So you don't want to be throwing them through the wash a lot, and that's just too much high maintenance. So opt for leather in a white shoe. And the next item is going to be polyester underwear or pajamas. So there is actually I have a practical reason for this. It's not that I hate polyester. There's some really great feeling polyester that feels like silk or satin. It could be turned into vegan leather. Like, there's a lot of great uses for it and a lot of great ending materials, but it is always not breathable. And for your underwear or your pajamas, especially ladies, need to be letting the areas breathe and air out. And so having something like polyester is not going to do that. And if you are doing that, switch to a cotton. And I'm telling you, it's going to help a lot of things. So avoid polyester in your underwear or your pajamas, at least on the bottom. Item 5 is avoid denim as formal wear. I've seen this off and on. This one isn't one I personally tried, but I do see it like pushed as a formal item. So I don't think a dress in denim ever looks formal. I don't think a blazer in denim ever looks formal. And even if you're going like really formal, as in to an event, or formal for work, I just don't think denim is an appropriate formal wear. The next item to avoid, or I think not avoid completely, but make sure is lined, is anything with sequins on it. And it's not just like a low-end one's not gonna be. I have gotten cute little tank tops that have sequins and the arm part is not properly lined, and that itches or scratches so bad. So you certainly want to make sure of the placement of the sequins, or even the size sometimes. Like, really, if you get something in sequence or it has sequins anywhere, you want to make sure it doesn't snag on itself, like when you're moving, or scratch anywhere. So maybe avoiding sequins on certain types of pieces you'll want to look out for, or make sure it's lined. So a lot of times I really like either a long sleeve sequence top or like a blazer. Really the short sleeve ones I kind of stay away from nowadays because I have had too many issues with it in the past. Okay, and the next one is an item I love and I keep trying, but it's always the same story, and that is crocheted tank tops. Now, I love crocheted items. I love the crocheted look. It's very laid back, very casual, beachy, bohemian, but you can see through it. And in a tank top, you're not gonna layer. So maybe if you had it as a cardigan or something like that where you knew you were gonna layer, but I love those cute little crocheted tank tops in the spring and summer, and you can see through them. So my workaround, the best I've found so far, because I don't wanna wear multiple tops in the hot days, is going for black. And then you can wear a black bra. Usually black's pretty standard across, you know, the whole spectrum. And I find that is the best way to wear a crochet tank top. But even if you get white, I mean, you can see your white bra, you can see your skin, a skin colored, it's just never matching. So I have found for a crochet tank top to go ahead and opt for black, or make sure it's a piece you're gonna be able to layer. Okay, and the next item is anything see-through. So a sheer, a mesh, a lace. If you're buying it as the top, just know that you're gonna have to wear something under it. So if the look you're wanting doesn't, include something under, then I would say just avoid it, because some tops, it ruins the look to put like a tank top underneath, but then you also don't want just your bra showing through, and certainly not on the bottom. So any of that on the bottom, I hope that we all avoid. But I was just on this one more so warning toward a top. Just be sure that you know you're gonna layer it and you're not buying something see-through, hoping that it's not see-through. All right, item 9 that I stay away from, I just don't do anymore, is anything in wool that touches my skin that doesn't need to be layered. So I just gave up on wearing a kind of lighter wool sweater or shirt because it's just itchy. I can't do it. I love my wool coats, but I will wear them with a kind of mock neck top or sweater underneath, and only in those really cool days. It is not another piece that I can just throw over anything. It definitely has to be thoughtfully planned to wear, otherwise it just irritates me, and I know that happens to a lot of you as well. So, you know, don't waste your money on a wool sweater. Just go for a cashmere or a cotton. They make really soft ones nowadays that work just as well. And rounding out the list, because, you know, we are getting close to spring and summer, is anything in a stiff linen or like a tulle, anything in a stiff fabric. I just don't like anymore. It doesn't matter how cute it is. If it has that like starchy, not relaxed look, I don't like it. And I have tried linen like that, that's really stiff, and other fabrics, you know, lace and things that are just stiff. It needs to have that soft feeling. Otherwise, it's just scratchy and uncomfortable. And really, I just stay away from that kind of fabric on really any tops or bottoms. All right, I hope that you enjoyed this list. Again, let me know if you have a fabric that you are like, no way, or maybe you have a whole fabric that you just don't purchase, or maybe don't purchase in certain instances like I do. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for dropping in and spending some of your time with me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next one.